Skibbity boop bop bop. We're going to be putting captions on CapCut videos from the desktop. And we're going to do this quick, simple, and easy. So create project. Now right here is where you bring in your media footage. So you hit import, and I have the video in my downloads folder. So I'm just going to hit downloads, find the video, Office IC, import. Now you put your video up here, and you drag your video into the timeline, right? So that is inside the timeline, and the ratio is going to be 9:60. Boom. Very good. So now we're going to hit captions. Captions, auto highlight keywords, identify filler words. You would only hit this if the video didn't have uhs and ums and blank spaces in it, but since it's been fully edited, we're just going to generate. Boom. It's going to automatically put captions on it. Boom, there you go. So the orange is the captions. So in order to zoom in, we're going to go right here. Zoom, 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 zoom. And we're going to hit space to play. We're asking everyone. So if you notice, the orange is all text. So if I click off of it, see how this is no longer highlighted? If I click this, this line is highlighted. But see, apply all is checked. So what you do to one, it affects all of them. And we're going to get our baseline together. So we're going to put it in about middle, and that's going to affect this one too. So now that we have it placed in the middle, we will then go to templates. So from here, you can pick your different caption styles that you would like. This one right here looks like it. Click that, and then boom, your caption style changes. What is their office IC? And you see IC. That says IQ, right? So after you find your basically style, let's just go with that one for reference. Let's say we're picking that one. We're going to click back to basic, and there's two ways you could change IQ to IC, because the word is supposed to be IC, not IQ. But I have a little accent, so sometimes it's hard for me to get translate. So we can hit basic, and we can right here change this word. And then click on right here, and we hit space. We're asking everyone in the Lafayette office, what is their office IC? And then we could add a question mark on the end of IC. But instead of adding right here, I'll show you a long way and better way to do it. Go to captions, and this is all the captions. So if you click on this one, boom, it goes right to the first line. And you can correct or change any lettering you might need. What I like to do is break up these lines, because if there's too much words on one line, it tends to get mumbled jumbled. So let me show you for an example. I'm going to hit space, and it's going to read all of these lines. You can add lines, you can delete lines. So here we go, I'm going to hit space. We're asking everyone in the Lafayette office, what is their office IC? Now, let's say I want to add a question mark. I'll just do boom. What is their office IC?
I would have to say,
see, like those ums, you don't really have a caption. You can delete it. Now look, the word is gone.
I would have to say,
see, her word's gone. So you can go through
Rory's daily broccoli.
And you see how it's on his face? We don't want it on his face. So we would simply click and drag. But remember, that affects all of them. We're asking. See, it moved those down as well. Everyone in the Lafayette office, what is their office IC?
I would have to say Rory's daily broccoli steam session.
So you see it's got Santa Claus on there? That makes no sense. The automatic AI just put Santa Claus on there because it thought that'd be a good idea for some reason. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go in, I'm going to click this, and go to templates, and I'm going to change from this style template to a different one. Let's see, there's so many you can pick from. Let's try. Let's go.
Rory's daily broccoli steam session. He stinks on the office.
He stinks up the office.
He stinks on the.
The caption is staying on. He stinks up the office.
He stinks on.
So what we can do, we click this word, basic. He stinks. Double click up the office.
He stinks in the office.
You're not the first person to say that. What is an office?
So let's say I want to move this one up, and you got all your style. This is the style you want. So if we click this and we want to move it up, remember it's going to move everything up. So let's say everything is where it needs to be, and I just want to move this one. I would then click apply to all and uncheck it. Now whatever I do to this one is different. So I'll move this here, and this one's still up there. So that's how you can individually adjust. And let's say you need to add a word.
Say that.
You simply could hold Option, click, hold up, and drag. And then you could adjust the word, move it, and then put in what you want. You want to simply delete it, delete it. So
What
I'll
is
basically,
an office ick?
Probably wrong.
so
You're not the first person to say that. What is an office ick?
what is an office ick? I don't want ick in her sentence because I said ick. What is an office ick? I want her words to start with probably Roy's broccoli. So how do we break this up? We click this word, we go to captions, and I asked, what is an office ick? I want to end it there. I don't want probably Roy's broccoli on the same line. So what I'm going to do is, what is an office ick? After ick, I'm going to click, and I'm going to hit enter. Boom, and that drops it down a line, and it split the text right here. So I will then click back on ick and question. And then I'll make sure the timing is right.
You're not the first person to say that. What is an office ick?
Probably Rory's.
Sometimes the timing is
What
off,
is an office ick?
so then you could adjust it like this, and you can move your words around.
What is an office ick?
Probably Rory's broccoli.
I would probably have to say the upstairs mini fridge and Rory's broccoli.
Mr. Rory Green's broccoli.
Right? Okay, so we got the text, we got everything good. Now let's say we want to add some pizzazz. So
We're asking.
right here in the beginning, we always want to front load it to catch their attention, to get them to stop scrolling. So what we'll do, we'll click this intro, and what we can do is go into animation, and in the end section, which means when it's coming into the video, what do you want it to do? I always make it do a pop-up, so it comes up from the screen, and then I'll add a sound effect to catch your attention. So let's do it. Let's do right now. It's just boom, popping on the screen. If we use it in animation, then we're gonna use pop up right here. Pop up. Put that as favorite. If you mark that star, boom.
We're asking.
Boom.
We're asking everyone in the lab.
You see how big it is? 3 lines. We don't want that. So we'll hit captions. We're asking everyone right here, and we'll hit enter to break it up. Boom. Let's split it. But because I had an intro on this line and I split it, it put an animation of pop up on both.
We're asking everyone. We're asking.
And you see how this line is so long? Sometimes when these lines are too long, it'll get in the way of the like button and the comment button. So here's how you break it up. Click on the text you want to break up. We're asking everyone. So let's do after asking. We'll hit Command Enter. Boom, and see it keeps it in the same way, but it drops it down. So the weight of it, see how it's way better than before? Before it's all across the screen. Now it's a little less weight, a little easier to follow. And it's got the pop-up animation.
We're asking.
Right? So let's add to it by hitting audio. And then we'll do sound effects. And there's trending. A lot of times you can have favorites. Oh look, yours. Favorites. Sound effects. So then you find one, usually like a whoop. So I'll drag that pop right here. and then I'll zoom in, and I'll see where the audio actually starts. So I'll trim this because the audio actually starts right here. So let's see. So that catches their attention. We're asking everyone. And then let's say you want to make asking stand out. You'll click this. You'll go to text. We're asking. You would just highlight asking, color, yellow. Boom. And then you can make asking bigger if you want. Boom. So that's how you distinguish words. And now, let's say we want to add an emoji ourselves. What I like to do is click this, hold Option, click and drag up, and then let go of the clicker while still holding Option. Boom. Now you got a copy. I'll click this word, I'll delete the words, and I'll use the shortcut to pull up the emojis. Because I find when using emojis as a text, it's more familiar than using the stickers involved. So let's use that. We're asking, so let's see, we're asking, what would be a good emoji? I like checkmark and green, just because, like, I don't know. So that's going to pop up too. Ready? Now.
We're asking.
Boom. But what we can do is, asking. So we're asking.
We're asking.
You know what I mean? So you can play with it. You know, let's see. Ask. Speak. Oh. Well,
We're asking everyone in the Lafayette office, what is their in the Lafayette?
in the Lafayette office is a pretty big one. So what we'll do, we'll break it up right here. Enter. And that's how you drop it down. But if you want to drop it down in this one, you got to do click. Oh, it already did it. But like for this one, let's see, I would have to say Rory's 10. He stinks up the office. And what you could even do is go down this and correct all the words first. You can do a different process. You go through one and then go through the X. So after you finish all that, you hit export and you figure out where it's going to save, 4K, higher, all that, and then export.